I really challenge people in this day and age, and especially when they set foot in our libraries in Cecil County, to think of the word library as much more of a verb than as a noun. We really focused in on understanding the needs of children, teens, and their families when we set out to design the library.
The spaces for families, children, and teens are fantastic. Children's space where they run around, they can access books, they can access all the other things that are up there in a place that's age appropriate and welcoming for them.
The Teen Center at the Northeast Branch Library is a wonderful space for teens to visit and to spend time with their peers. And so having a teen center, which was really designed with the teens in mind, making that a place for them to come and to spend time together, whether they're learning, gaming, doing schoolwork, or just talking to one of our librarians about their next great read.
The idea behind the family gathering area was a bit kind of spontaneous, and it just evolved. There wasn't a specific program area defined as the family gathering area. It sort of was the offshoot of realizing that there are so many families that come to the library who want to spend time in the library together. And historically, the children's area hasn't really been accommodating for a teenager, and the teen area isn't really appropriate for a young child. Or if a grandparent comes to the library, like, where are they going to feel most comfortable? So having this locus in between those two distinct program areas was really the marriage of bringing all those things together and having a place, a significant place. I think it's one of the nicest places in the library for them to be.
Because libraries are so connected to the people and so responsive, responsiveness is one of the words that is in our value statement. We really put it into everything we do. We can't help but signal the future. We immediately saw a need from the business community during the pandemic to gain access, not necessarily to technology in the way that a lot of other community members and students needed, but they really needed access to support and expertise.
The pandemic has really changed a lot for business, but for a lot of us new business owners, it's been really seamless because the library has been so crucial and beneficial to the process. But the online communication has been really spectacular, and it really has made no difference to starting a business with the public library's help.
My experience with the Business Information Center was awesome. So I worked with Ellie Jones primarily, and right away she would get back to me with every question that I had, sometimes within minutes, like, oh, I have an answer for you and I can help you find this. She's connected me to the online resources, connected me with Maryland nonprofits, which was also a huge help in getting started. And then just other people in the community. Like, I know this person who is a nonprofit consultant. Here's their information.
We also did a survey with the community. That ended up, in the end, the whole process yielded 853 unique suggestions for what this library could be. And I sometimes jokingly say to people we incorporated all but 13. But based on what we have here, most of the time they don't get that I'm joking.
I think when the public walk into this building for the first time, they'll be surprised by the grandeur of the space. It's relatively simple in materiality and scale, but it is a very wonderful space. It's open. There's a lot of breathing room, as we call it. It's designed to create a place for people to want to come and to stay for long periods of time. They will be surprised by the focus on early literacy in the children's area. It's a phenomenally large space with a very special focus on the youth of this community. They will be surprised by the bit of space between children's and teens on the upper floor, which is intentionally there for families to gather and spend time together while at the library. They will be surprised by the range of meeting spaces, small and large, that will allow them to work in small groups, to conduct meetings with friends, and just generally be able to be in this library for a variety of reasons that maybe they didn't even know existed prior to walking in the front door.
I think this library is so important to this community because of all of the resources that are available to folks who don't have them at their home. The other thing is, in our town, we don't have much meeting space. And this is a wonderful opportunity for groups to come and meet.
I'm a big fan and advocate of any public library. This library in particular, because of the technology that's been built into it, and I actually love some of the environmental things that have been designed into this facility, just make me realize that it's not the stodgy old bricks and mortar and shh, everybody be quiet kind of thing, that this is a dynamic and interactive place.
Well, I think it's important to the community because it focuses on there's something here for every part of the community, whether it be school children from kindergarten through high school. You have the Business Information Center here, and so you touch pretty much every part of the community. And one of the things I like about the library is that a whole family can come here and every person in the family can find something to do and keep themselves interested in.
In this day and age, of course, technology, which is advancing every day, you got to keep up. People think libraries have seen its better days, but I don't believe that at all. The old traditional library has seen its better days, but this is a pretty shining example that what you can do in this day and age.
In my opinion, Cecil County deserves all of the advances it can get, and this library reflects the community. And I can't think of one good reason why it doesn't deserve it. In my opinion, the better question is, why wouldn't it deserve this library?
A lot of folks today still think that libraries are a book business, and books are wonderful. I would add them to the list of other tools and resources like classes, programs, technology, spaces. So many times the librarian is the tool that we use to get the job done. But above all, libraries are about people, the people in them, and the people in their communities. There is nowhere that you will go in your community where you will interact with a person who cares about your problems just as much as you do, who will seek out solutions to help you improve whatever problem you're trying to fix. The word that I would use to describe all of our libraries, not just our new one in Northeast, is people.
Happy.
Action.
Inspiring.
Innovative.
Uplifting.
Robust.
A miracle.
Community.
And cut!